What's up, everybody? Oh, I got somebody else I'm trying to get in here.
What's up?
It's Ray.
Okay.
All right, you begged me, I came on. Now what?
Cat dealer, helping
He
you
said,
every
now
step
what?
of the way. See for yourself.
Oh, what's up, everybody? Whoever's here. Well, I came from my mama and my
Bless your
daddy
world.
house.
This is
So, can you hear me? Everything good?
Yeah, everything sounds
Okay.
good on my end.
I was
We
trying.
got Doc
Well,
Harley, Michael Bike,
you sent it over, and I was like, well, so I had to go in and change it over to
701,
Chrome.
Wilkie, Evil Rick,
Oh,
Noggin.
okay. It said private chat. Okay, no wonder. Duh. It says
Noggin's in
comments.
here.
Okay,
What's
damn.
going on, Noggin?
He says about time.
Yeah, I know. I've
Yeah.
been slacking.
You ain't been on a live stream in what since January, February?
No, last one I had was when I revealed I was getting the ST.
Let's see. What's up, Tiger? When was that?
Uh,
January, February, wasn't it? Or
no.
I mean,
March
on
was,
your channel.
March was bike week, so May, April, May.
Oh, you was on your live stream?
Yeah,
I
something
thought
like
you
that.
was on somebody else's.
No, I was on mine. I did it on mine. Pretty sure. You're gonna make me look now, ain't you?
I just thought it was like January or February or something, March. What about that lookout, man? That was pretty neat, ain't it?
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I got a shitty comment.
You got a shitty comment.
Yeah. Well, I commented on somebody else's, and I said, "Well, the difference is about my mountains. We actually get to ride our mountains." And she was like, "Well, what do you think we're doing?" I said, "Taking pictures," because there was that
because
overlook. I wanted to be
getting ready for
rude.
me to get off work. Oh yeah, Hells.
Oh,
He wasn't home yet when I did my announcement.
well, hell, you guys are an hour ahead. So is he working that late till 7 or 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, he's got like a 45-minute ride back to the
Oh, okay.
house.
I was
Too.
gonna say I didn't think the dealership stayed open till like 6, maybe, and then if he takes an hour home. Yeah.
Just because they shut the doors don't mean they're done because they got to put all those bikes back inside.
Yeah, because they take them out every morning. What's up, Big James? They take them
Big
out every
James?
morning, don't they?
Oh yeah, they take them out and put them back in. Let's
Yeah,
see what else we got here. We got Evil Doc.
Evil Doc. Evil Doc? What are you doing,
Yeah,
Evil Doc?
Doc's here. Wilkie's here.
I'm at the
Michael Bike
brewery.
is here. Hales, of course.
Moto Noggin says, I'm at a brewery about to head home. Okay.
Way to get that DUI, buddy.
Way to try to look like another channel. No.
Hey, Noggin, put some of those in your pocket. It covers up the alcohol.
I was going to say, always carry Visine and Thin Mints.
Dude, I had Hershey Kisses and it bailed me out one night. So.
Thin Mints are great for that. The York Thin Mints, the York patties, them are awesome. And Visine. Always use the Visine before you leave, though. Don't try to put it in your eyes in front of the cops. So that's where I messed up. Like, what are you doing, son? I'm like, my eyes are dry.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I guess seeing how I'm doing this crap all different.
Well, you don't have to bring back the full-on interviews with people, but
No, I'm not doing an interview. This one here, I'm just gonna.
That's a lot of work, ain't it?
Everybody
really.
Everybody in that chat was like, "Go live, go live, go live." So
that's why I drop it in our chat room, And then there's been a few people that leave, and they're like, "Man, I can't handle the notifications beeping because you are talking." I said, "That's why I said at the beginning, this is just shooting the shit. We're gonna bullshit throughout the day. If you don't want to be in here, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. You can leave or just turn your notifications on silent, and that way you can still be part of the chat."
Doc came up with a new name for you.
Uh-oh.
Did you see that clip I put up on my story on Instagram?
Hang on, let's see. Moto Noggin, change your channel name to Sportster S and Bruce. Singles and Bruce, dude. Singles.
Actually, since Noggin's in here, he can tell me if this was actually what. Let me turn my volume up.
What's the first thing you did after you bought your Sportster?
I shaved the dog and glued the hair to my nutsack so I looked like a grown man.
Is that mandatory for Sportster S owners? Asking for a friend. Hold on,
What's up?
Doc. I'm getting to you, buddy. I see you.
Hello,
Charge my
Thumpers.
phone back up.
What's up?
Good timing, Tweedle. Sports Rest and Brews is in the side chat.
I was waiting for Noggin to comment on that, but I guess he hadn't seen it yet, so I had to make sure he's seen it.
Well,
Hey, Thumpers.
when he jumps back on, when he gets home, make sure you highlight it.
He
Oh,
said
did say
yes. So I guess it's mandatory. You got to shave your dog and glue it to your sack.
Better than rubbing peanut butter on your balls and letting the dog lick it off.
So
No
it's good to have you back
monetization.
on Thursday nights, Tweedle.
Well, I can't say it's going to be continuous every Thursday, but y'all wanted it. I gave it to you. I'm giving y'all the D tonight, okay?
Yeah.
Just the D. None of the Tweedle.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. What was that?
On that note,
Sounded like an alarm, didn't
That's messed up.
there you go.
Thumper
Tiger's the man.
Ray. Thumper said that's animal cruelty. He's on mute.
So what was it?
Thumper said that's animal cruelty. You're not
Oh.
allowed to.
What
I
Shoot
wonder
shooting
if it's just.
dog or
I
blowing up
wonder if
your
it's
nut
against the
sack?
law or if it's just frowned upon.
I guess if you're a dog owner, it's frowned upon.
I'm not gonna do it. I don't need to do it, but
I don't either.
it'd be funny because you know somebody's doing
My
it.
balls grew up when I was 12.
Oh, you got somebody else here. Y'all ready for this one?
Well, mystery guest,
Are you
come
ready
on.
for this?
I'll go ahead and give you the mystery guest.
It can only be 2 or 3 people because what's up, buddy? Because people in the side chat, only a few of them get on.
Noggin said he's
Hell.
listening to.
I got this
listening
for
on
you at Walmart. It was a buy one, get one free. They're real nice.
Thumper says peanut butter in your balls is against the law. It's bestiality. What's going on, Hills?
Oh, you know, working on shit, working on more shit, got all kinds of shit going on.
What's that hat say, buddy?
Fuck it,
Says mind your
Ryan.
fucking business.
Listen, if I wanted your opinion, I would give it to you. Okay, Doc?
Right on.
What's it say? Run fast and fast running?
Fuck it, run it.
Oh, run it.
Famous for nothing.
I got a good slogan for a t-shirt, but Tweedle, don't you say nothing. I'm going to have it made.
I done forgot what it was. So.
Okay.
RN Live.
Michael Bike has a question for you. Hills, what happened?
What the fuck? What do you mean? What happened?
What happened? I don't know. He wasn't specific. He just said what happened.
To the bike, he's saying.
Oh, my bad. To the bike.
Ah. Yeah, we come out of the hotel, going to take off. Problem is, there was only one bike to take off on. So
Well, they knew not to take yours because yours was so flashy it would be noticed. I mean, hers was just a black bike, right?
yeah, that's what the cops were like. Well, why didn't they take this bike? I'm like, you guys in the motorcycles? Nope.
Exactly.
They're like, well, it's very hard to steal a bike. I'm like, oh my god.
No, it ain't.
Like,
Hell,
And that
mine was
bike-
stolen right in front of my eyes, and it went and ripped
You
it.
guys was at an event though, right?
no,
You guys was.
no,
I
this-
mean, but I'm saying it was there recent. It was going on recently though, right? A day or so after. Okay,
Yeah.
so somebody probably eyed that and gone out of state. Somebody that could have been from a different state. You know, they could have had that. It could be in 2 or 3 states by now.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh yeah, well, you know, stuff gets stolen around here. We find it all the time." I'm like,
Okay.
"Good luck."
Yeah,
And then
like
like they're talking about cars. I'm like, "Yeah, okay,
mhm.
cars is
Our
different."
world.
Cars
In a million
are,
pieces.
Cars are harder to hide than a bike.
Yeah,
Yep.
unfortunately, we're in the community. We know when shit like this happens. There's a high probability that motherfucker's in 1,000 pieces within a few hours.
Yep.
Yep.
Unless,
And they
unless it's some crackhead, then you'll find it in 20 minutes upside down in the fucking ditch. Like,
Yep.
and they'll be about a half a mile walking down the road hurt trying to get to the hospital.
yeah,
So what's the insurance say? Give it a 45 days before they pay out on it that it's gone, or
I don't know. Never had this happen to me. So
well, I'm sure you called the insurance and reported it.
yeah, they didn't tell her. They're like, "Oh, we gotta do an investigation." Okay, cool.
Yeah, they'll have to
Investigate.
get the paperwork from the police station where they file a report. So
Yeah, I mean those guys were cool. Like, you know what I mean? They were super nice. They came in. They weren't dicks about it. Except for the fact that like I come walking out and they're like, "We're going to check the cameras." Like, you don't think that's where the fuck I just went? Like,
no shit. Like, am I an idiot? I mean,
I'm
first
like,
place I'm going to look.
yeah, I'm like, there's no cameras. Bullshit, there's cameras. They walk in there.
Where are you, West Virginia?
Yeah.
Bunch of
Yes.
inbred mouth breathers.
Well,
No,
I would. He's from Virginia, ain't he?
it's probably some fucking meth head. Need a new fix.
I don't know, man. Somebody seen something like that, I'd say somebody had their eye on it. I mean,
You never know. That's the problem with us. You never know because, you know,
Yeah.
we're on social media. Like, you know,
mm-hmm.
people always know where we're at. We were at an event. You know,
And they see her raising hell on it. They think, damn, that's a good bike. Let's get it. You know,
right. You never know because we went out to dinner the evening before and we were ripping around fucking town. You know, we weren't allegedly we weren't going the speed limit. We were having fun. But you just never know. The bad thing is where we were staying is like right next to a big interstate interchange for two different interstates. So you never know. It could be local or they could have fucking got it out of town. Like, you know what I mean? Just
yeah, that's one thing about living in the country. It could be in someone's field in the woods somewhere, and they'll never know because
Well, there's YouTube videos of dudes rolling up vans and just snatching bikes right up into the van.
Hey, last year at
They wouldn't have
Panama,
snatched his bike up because it's too heavy.
Thunder Beach, Panama City, 9 bikes was a big fucking truck rolled up with a closed-in trailer, a box trailer, and pulled up at a hotel and took 9 fucking baggers in a row, sitting there in a row, cut the fucking alarm wires, took all 9 of them, and was gone completely. And they, of course, they never found them because they said they probably came in and went out of state. But they took 9 in one row, and that's what they were doing. They pull up to these damn, in the middle of the night down there at these hotels, and it looks like they're loading up and going home. Well, they're loading up other people's bikes, all right, going home. They're stealing them, and because nobody's even getting caught. I mean, they're just loading them up in a box trailer, hitting I-10 or the interstate, and they're gone, So,
yeah, she just said that's pretty gutsy.
yeah, they did. It was all over the news down there.
Well, I mean, like what was it, a few weeks ago? We had 2 Pan Americans stole right out of the front of the dealership.
Man, see? Either
Cool.
dope habits are getting real
That's
bad, or
cool.
people are just trying to be thieves,
What's up, Junior? Oh, wow. We got somebody special coming on. I don't know
Dude,
if I
you're-
should add this one.
You got a legend on already.
Special ed.
Fucking short bus
It's
people,
Moto
man.
Noggin.
So,
And upstate,
somebody
right?
on
Oh, you got
the road,
Blue.
what do I say?
Hold up. Blue, how's the suspension?
Oh man, who's asking? Health? Yeah,
Both of
freaking
us.
awesome. That suspension, I can't even begin to describe it. It's so awesome. Yeah, definitely. It's freaking like the ass end's like riding on a caddy. It's like it's and before I got when I had just the stock in the front it felt like it was bottoming out all the time.
It does.
Now it doesn't go like that at all.
That's what you said.
That front end hardly nosedives now, right?
Yeah, I'm pulling out of the road and I see this Sportster S go by me and I'm going, no, yeah, it is. I didn't even have to look at his plate and I said, that's fucking
Look at
nuts."
him. He can't quit smiling. He looks like a moon pie smiling, son. You got an RC Cola?
I'm going for the Hell's Luck.
Well, you're far from it.
Dude, look, I'm growing my beard out long. I'm going to get the mohawk.
You're going to be called Graybeard.
I'm going to be the next Hells on two wheels.
So,
Get my
Oh,
ass
you're
in
the,
concrete.
you're the Sportster S and Brews.
Sportster S and Brews. That's perfect.
Peanut says hi, Tweedle.
Yeah, I was talking to him while y'all was there.
Oh, hang on.
I don't know what he did to mess with y'all though.
He-
Hang on.
he's a great guy.
Oh yeah, he's funny as all get out.
Yeah,
That's
he
it.
is. He's fucking
What's up,
funny.
fat boy?
Great dude too. Man, he
Yeah.
had that thing like nobody's business. He had the front end part like, and Mike told him, "Don't even worry about how long it takes," because it was raining, and there was nobody in the parking lot. I don't know if you saw my video.
He still had it done in like 10, 15 minutes, didn't he?
No,
No, it was a little longer than that.
longer than that.
No,
Oh, my
he was
arms got
definitely
tired.
dragging his feet because of the rain then.
There we go.
That's
Yeah,
it.
but
I just
Hey,
texted
they
Peanut.
got to relax a little bit from the previous couple of days because Mike was saying they sold out of a bunch of shit.
Yeah, Mike called me today. It was like, dude, it's been crazy.
Yeah, that's what he said. It's been nuts.
Yeah, I think there was also somebody in the trailer building a set too while you was getting yours done, maybe.
Oh yeah, they had the one guy in there just changed it.
It was local.
Yeah, I
that
think
was
so.
local. They know. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
I
why-
told you you would
It
love
was
them.
sitting in the parking lot while mine was up on the rack. Yeah, I know the bike you're talking about. Yep.
Did
Spencer
Peanut tell you that they
Technology.
forgot him?
If your arm's getting that tired, there, I'll hold it.
Hey,
Spencer Technologies was the only one doing
Children.
suspension installs. Oh, and also Rip Rack. Those are the only two doing
Hell yeah,
suspension installs down there.
Really?
Yep.
So blue.
They're- The
So
vendors were kind of
I
lame.
noticed my bike got louder. Like quite a bit louder, and I couldn't figure it out.
the exhaust fell off.
So I took the end cap off, and I found a screw in there. The baffle must have fell out.
You think?
Yeah. So right now I have a Vance and Hines baffle in it for my short shots. It bolted in. Yeah,
There
it
you
sounds
go.
great too.
I didn't really hear it when you were coming over the bridge. I didn't hear it. But
Couldn't
I
hear it
wasn't
over
paying
your bike, huh,
attention
Bob?
either. I just happened to see
Hey,
the
Blue.
Let's give him a sound clip.
bike.
Hey,
There we go.
Blue,
Did you get it?
You're supposed to tell me hi, not
Hold on,
Tweedle.
I gotta put it in.
I literally have a text message right here. What the hell?
I could text them really quick myself.
Okay. So I can't hear anything.
I did not touch it. My hands are right here.
I know it's his speaker, but if he was going for that Harley sound, why did he trade and get a Sportster 8? Why didn't he just keep his
Welcome
48?
to Harley Sound. Why don't you get a big boy bike?
I mean, you know,
But it doesn't.
tell him it knocked the speaker out. It was so loud. We didn't hear it.
Didn't hear it.
Yeah, no, it was loud. It was loud. It was too loud. Like I'd get off it and my ears would be ringing. Like I didn't realize the baffle
Listen, they
fell
only
out.
ring for so long, then you never hear the ring again.
Is that Doc up there? Is that
Yeah.
Doc?
Mhm.
Yeah, Doc,
I don't have
yeah.
my glasses on, so I can't see who's here.
No,
You
I
got
see
me,
Tweedle,
Ray's Moto Life,
Ray,
Doc Harley, and
Hells,
Hells is right beside
Doc.
you.
Okay. Yep.
But
And then you got these two assholes right here.
Well, I would say only one.
I'll see
One
you.
asshole.
Yeah.
So is y'all just out riding?
He's got the
Yeah,
Dyna. He's got the Dyna.
Yeah, I got the Dyna out.
Nice. That's good.
Let's see. There it is.
So
You
now,
see it?
where are y'all at? New York or are y'all down in Laconia?
New York. No, I came home yesterday.
Oh, okay.
There.
From all the videos I've seen, it didn't look like they were really doing anything big for the 100. I mean, you know, a few concerts, but nothing.
big.
Yeah, but
Nothing major.
I didn't get to do half of the shit that I wanted to do.
Hey,
Well, I
Blue,
mean-
tell Noggin that's too big of a bike for him. Don't sit on it.
Dude,
Well, that's the thing they don't realize is that I'd outride him on any bike.
Here we
Well,
go.
wait a
They
minute.
don't
Hell,
understand. They don't understand the talent.
I think it's a good time to collect one of your debts.
I choose to ride the fastest bike because I want to.
now my arms get tired.
I told you I'd get tired.
Hey, Noggin,
What's up?
who's your daddy?
You, Daddy. Yeah, I had
There's
to.
8.
I had to.
Now he's got 8 left.
Yeah, but
Not
you know
that we're
what?
counting.
Oh, that's
There was a series of unfortunate events, but next year it's happening.
right. I have to refer to him as Faja.
Hey, Matt,
I hear next year there may be 4 or 5 wide on that run.
you understand Spaceballs is going to be down there next year, right?
Oh, Spaceball's gonna be down there? Yeah, I mean that thing is pretty nasty, man. Especially if you get it tuned up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing. I mean that's probably. I mean,
I thought-
it wasn't a garage, but that was the loudest bike I've ever heard.
I thought he already did get it tuned though.
Well, he got it tuned, but then he put the Swicky speed pipe on it, and now he's waiting for somebody who actually, like a speed shop, to tune it, right?
A performance shop.
Well, bring it on down. We'll give you that.
You haven't heard Ray's exhaust. Ray's got the loudest exhaust I've ever heard. It's so obnoxious.
It's fixing to be changed.
Slowest bike's got the loudest exhaust.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna have to sound like a bitch, but dude, I had to plug my ears when he started that.
We
thing.
mean you have to. You already do.
My ears were fucking bleeding. When
I don't know. I
walked
haven't
out.
I haven't seen Spaceball yet. I just seen
Spaceball's insane.
I just seen the CVO.
Spaceball's nice.
Which, by the way, that CVO is a gorgeous one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike. Ray has a twin cam,
Yeah, 96
90?
cubic inch.
96 with
Yeah,
true
Ray's,
duels on it.
Ray's
Yeah.
exhaust is like a cat with a bell, so you always know where he's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what is it? Shark Road. Are they 5-inch mufflers?
4.5
Shark
slip
Road.
ons.
4.5.
Yeah, with true duels.
Yeah, that. Ray, you got Shark Roads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They suck when it comes to rust and no baffle and no backplate because I need that pressure back. So I'm changing all mine to 2-in-1, and
Yeah.
I'm getting rid of them, and I'm going to have it just on the 2-in-1 on one side and kill that left side. So
Ray's building a performance bagger.
no, I just want it back to. I want my power
All right,
back.
dude, I'm
You
gonna
know, I
get
want
outta
my
here.
torque. I want my pressure
I'm
back.
gonna get home, but
Yeah.
I'll join up with you guys later.
All right, buddy.
All right,
We're
see you
both
now.
going
Talk
on.
later.
Ride
Y'all be
safe,
safe.
Blue. I'm building whatever I can build, and because I ride it, man, it goes anywhere. There's nothing wrong with it. I
They
mean,
don't go to Florida.
well, I've been to Georgia, but when I get the invitation to come and you know, I'll be there, buddy.
Right?
I kind of hear, Ray, that me and you might be making a trip down to Florida here. In the
Well,
coming
I'm making
month.
a trip next week, so or in 2 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever. I'll be in Panama City, so with the family. And
Possibility.
The 9th? Okay,
God.
July the 9th.
Ray, quit talking to yourself. Talking to
Talking to my kid.
What was you saying, Hills?
There's a possibility, slight possibility. You know, you two might need to come down for a July 4th zinger. We'll show Ray what real hooligan shit is. Tires
So,
will-
Ray, what exhaust are you looking to get for your bike?
The actually, to tell you the truth, the S&S. I've got it right here in a book. I think. Yeah, right here. That or something. I don't want to go with a shorty pot. You know, the 2-in-1. I want the long.
He wants it long and black.
Long and hard.
Yep, in black.
Marvin the Martian said parts availability for the Sportster ESs won't be a problem. Just cruise along the highway and pick up whatever falls off.
It's the S&S Cycle Sidewinder 2-in-1 exhaust system,
Okay.
3.5 inch.
That one's for you. Can you see that one, Hills?
Yeah, I see that one since you don't have.
I'm not really trying to build the motor to do all that. I just, I want that back right, and then I just want to ride. That's it.
I just want to ride.
Yeah, I don't. I want to go travel, do what I want to do, and now if I was just going to keep it local and not go, out of state stuff, I wouldn't mind doing a shorty and different things on it. But I'm wanting to put more.
I tell you
miles.
now, even though it comes out the back of the bags, you're still gonna know it's on there.
Hey,
Well, yeah,
bring it down. I'll let the 1-footed wonder fucking show you how it's supposed to be ridden.
I've already got the S&S air cleaner on it, air intake, and
Be like, Mister, I need all of this stuff. I'll put the 1-footed wonder on it. He'll show you.
no, I
that.
don't need anything except for a good exhaust, in my opinion. I mean, I don't think they build like certain ones don't build motors on their Sportsters and Dynas when they're riding those, are they?
Yeah, they do. They
Really?
have to.
I
Because
thought most of them keep them stock just because
they
they're
don't
not
build.
trying to ride wheelies and do it on a 131, killing them.
They don't build big horsepower, but you still got to beef that motor up
For torque.
for fucking oil pressure is
Yeah.
a big thing. Doc knows this. You stand in vertical. You need to keep
Oh, the
pumping.
oil goes to the back of the pan.
Yeah. Like it's beefed up, but it's just not, big cubic inch, big bore shit. So
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I might be doing a 135 install on a 2023 Roadrunner.
I'm not laughing at you, Doc. Laughing at that comment.
I feel the love, fam. I feel the love.
Oh Lord, I see that was a good one.
Yeah. All right. What are you gonna do, Doc?
Possibly, I'll be doing a 135 on a Road Glide.
Not
mine, but for somebody else.
Who's 135?
It'll be a crate motor from Harley.
Dude, you get one of those, you're doing good right now because they're not building a lot per week.
Yeah, I know.
We got orders.
Those are usually about 6 to 8 weeks lead time when you order them.
Well, right now they're only building 40 a week. Yeah. What? 135 crate motors. So,
wonder what all you'd have to really have for it to be compatible with, your clutch, your transmission. I mean, they're putting a regular factory transmission, right? And clutch.
Yep. And
You
drive
definitely
belt.
want to beef up the springs in the clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just go straight to the Screaming Eagle clutch. Either or.
You reckon you need a stage 2 for that?
stage 2 is nothing to do with primary.
No, I mean, like, you got a 135, great, if it's got a decent torque and power, would you even need to put a stage 2 to even get more out of it, or would it wonder if it would just be a good?
Yeah.
It's a stage 4, right? if you're going to add a cam like I did, it's still a stage 4, but it's a modified stage 4 from what the factory put in.
Because that's what I would do. I would do a crate 135, run it through the warranty period, and then once the warranty period's up, swap the cam out and let her eat.
See, I just swapped the cam out before the motor went in my bike on my 131.
I think she should take Blue Spades, and I'll go get another one.
Fuck you, motherfucker. No.
Crystal, tell us how you really feel. Don't hold back.
She's a little sour and sore about the subject right now.
Well, I don't blame her.
Well, gee, I wonder why. I would be too.
You'll stab me?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's no hunting party out. Well, maybe there is.
Well, I tell you,
Maybe there
get
is,
what
maybe
you want
there
this
isn't.
time, you know, or get. I think you need a bagger, Crystal.
I will. I'll get her a Walmart shopping cart with bags in it. So
Doesn't matter. Whatever she gets, she's going to ride the wheels off the damn thing.
that's the plan.
I think she should just jump on Blue Spade now and go for a rip.
she can't touch. She can't get the kickstand up.
I really can't.
Well, that's why you got to put an air ride with a center stand on there for her.
Air rides for semis.
No air ride. I'll just
No,
put an extension on it or a bungee cord or something.
yeah,
they won't-
lowering shit sucks.
They want to know what.
Crystal, I recommend a lowrider ST with a 131.
No,
I
no,
test
no.
rode one, and I didn't like the lowrider ST because I felt like all the wind just hit me in the chest, and if I want to do long miles, it defeats the whole purpose of having a fairing.
Yeah, because it's more of an arrow fairing, ain't it? It's more
It's like the
instead of.
it hit me directly in the chest and face.
Basically, we put her, and then she rode the Road Glide, and she's like, "Yep, Road Glide."
Okay, Road Glide ST with a 135 in it. I got a salesman that can help you out.
Yeah, right here.
Exactly.
I'm talking
No,
about big
we
numbers.
don't need her spanking all of our asses.
It's going to happen, Tweedle.
I know it's going to happen, but we can at least have a little fun before it does.
I
Hey,
know what's coming. Is
I will say this. Put Crystal on Noggin's bike and she'll whoop all our asses.
Hang on. What color does she want? Let me guess. Black?
Yep.
She wants a white one.
Why
she
does
don't
she
want-
not go with a 30 sand color?
She said she wanted a black one with but no damn chicken on it.
Hey, chicken adds 20 horsepower.
It's a bronze chicken.
No, Tweedle's got a nice bike.
It's only good looking because Jeff did great on the fucking graphics.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Really? I mean, you're just going to go up black? That's it? You going to do any logos on it or anything?
I don't know.
Man, I think
The
I mean,
pink
I like
shade.
the color bike. I think I'd go with something colored.
You know what? Honestly, keep it black. Blue Spade can park away from her bike, and then Hills can film her walking around like, is this my bike? No, is this my bike? No, is this
Yeah.
my bike?
Lost in a parking lot.
It wouldn't matter if I drew her a damn map; she'd still be asking where her bike was. It's okay.
content.
It's okay. I'll be able to find it because she'll lose her phone in a saddlebag, and then I can just listen for her phone, and we'll find her bike and the phone at the same time.
Or she'll do like me and leave it in the glove box.
Yeah. Where's my purse? On my hip. That was funny, Tweedle. That was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my purse?
Oh no, what was funnier was when we was at that restaurant and she took the picture in front of the sign and it said not responsible for lost cell phones or whatever. We get around the corner, she's holding her cell phone in her pocket. She's like, "Where's my cell phone?"
And you see the cell phone outline in the center pocket of the sweatshirt.
Go with the Fast Johnny.
We tried.
Really?
Yeah, it got sold. Right
I like
before-
that bike.
The
Road
problem
Rider
is
ST.
they're only allowing dealerships to get one, and they can't transfer.
Yeah. So
I saw the Fast Johnnies at Laconia.
I saw them up here at Smoky Mountain.
They powder coated the wheels white. And let me tell you, that bike looked fucking sexy with the white wheels on it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like,
They
wow.
also did the engine too, the bronze on the engine. They powder
Yeah.
coated that white. If that's the same ones from the picture, I'll
Probably
switch
is.
it up.
Sin City's the one from the Post and stuff over in Cincinnati.
I thought that would be really pretty, the white, but
Yeah.
I don't wash my bike.
Black's gonna be worse.
I compared my bronze to Tweedle's bronze, and mine's black now from dust.
It's because you ride your bike.
Because my bike's brand new.
I never washed it.
You're not afraid to ride your bike.
I've had
He
this
just
bike
took
for 3
fucking
weeks and I'm
pictures of
over
it and
2K.
riding it.
He rode over here today.
I rode your bike harder than you've rode your bike.
Yeah, and I'm straight up not used. Well, I wasn't used to the bike then. So you just showed me what the bike was capable of because you pushed it to its limit. So I know, in the racing standpoint, what to expect.
I did say for stage 2 setup, that's probably the best running stage 2 I've ever. Like I was like, holy crap!
So let me ask you, what part of the bike did you not rub your nuts on?
The exhaust, because the exhaust is new.
But my nuts are all over that seat, dude. I mean, fucking nut, sweat, everything's all over that seat.
Nice. Did you fart on it?
Yeah.
Well, that seat ain't on it, is it? It's
No,
in
that seat's been washed, so it's all good.
J&P Cycles. I can touch all that.
Yeah.
Should have told him, the guy that was boxing it up after you bought the other one, you should have said, smell that. Tell me if that leather's supposed to smell like that.
XAN, these wheels are actually off a board I already had set up for half pipes. I'm just going to run these instead of buying new ones.
Well,
He said, XAN says, any good sightings at Hawk Rock? I guess he's talking to Evil, maybe. Well,
Depends on what kind of siding you want to see.
yeah. Hard to get video there, I heard. Unless you want to
it's
blur
not.
everybody
You
out.
put it on your GoPro.
I mean, that one girl does it all the time there.
Well,
She's female, so she gets away with certain things.
if you have the right editor, you can blur everything out. And
That's what I mean. You have to go through and blur everybody's shit out. But I think Frogzilla was there, but nobody saw him. Or nobody wanted to see him.
Well, that's messed up.
Uh-huh.
Come all the way to Hog Rock. You should make
Spend the
time
money
to see it.
to meet.
Do your best, anyways.
Yeah, to meet people and then make stickers, all that shit. And then
Oh, yeah.
nobody even meet him.
oh my gosh.
But yeah, it's man, yeah. I my nerves are about shot. I don't like sending my kid off to Washington.
Well, just be glad they ain't in the military.
Washington State or Washington D.C.?
DC, Capitol, 3 museums, staying for 7 days. She won a trip. She had to do an essay for the electric company, and they picked like 2,000 kids out of the United States, and she was one of them. And she gets an all paid for trip, and she leaves in the morning. We got to take her to the bus station in the morning. And but there's a group. There's like 5 other people going from here, and she knows a few of them. That's her friends, so they got picked as well. And but they're going up there and they're staying a week in a big nice hotel. We've done had to go to meetings and big things over this, and they get to go to 2 or 3 museums. The Capitol, they get to meet some what do you call those people up there? representatives and congressmen and people like that.
Yeah,
So
residents of the retirement home.
yeah, I told her because she's got her mace with her. I said, spray every one of them in the fucking face.
Evil. It sounds like Frog should have yelled out, "Hey, dumbass!" and he probably would have turned around and.
That's what I would have said.
Tell her to take some ice cream. She might meet the president.
I don't think she cares for that, man.
Tell her I said be careful not to get her hair sniffed.
Yeah, no crap.
Sorry.
For what? That was funny. What are you apologizing for? No, you're not. They like you better than me, anyways.
Smells different when he smells the tranny.
Thank you, Tiger. Yeah, what 16-year-old knows about the electric company, you know? But she did good.
What the hell, bro?
Well, I was gonna say, damn, being like DDK, that's what he's doing right now is eating ice cream.
What's wrong? Oh, it's Rocky Road.
I can't eat that crap, man.
He only eats vanilla.
I don't eat any. That shit's fattening.
Bad
for your health.
Everything's gonna kill us anyway.
Well, true. Yeah, you represent them too much, man. Stop that crap. No.
I ran out of it.
Where's the I can't read it. It's traditional. Is that what it says? Traditional. Okay.
What are you talking about?
The top of the banner said something about traditional, maybe, or something. I couldn't read it.
Top of the banner. YouTube, Tweedledee, Instagram, Tweedle_D. Actually, that ain't even right. What the hell?
Yeah, on that suspension technology, the black banner, the suspension picture, it said something like traditional or something up at the top of it. Or something. I don't know. I couldn't read it. It was small.
Weekend hangover.
Let's see. Hells on two wheels. Let's talk suspension. Weekend hangover. Special guests. Suspension technologies. I can't see the bottom part. All I see is a gray beard.
Sticking you to the road.
So
that suspension is next level. I think out of all my purchases I put on that bike, the suspension is number one.
Well, that's really the first thing anyone should upgrade before the handlebars, before the seat, before anything.
I'm going to disagree with that one on that ST. The seat was the first thing that's got to go.
The ST. Well, yeah. But, I mean, truthfully, that's what everybody usually recommends, is.
Well, on my Softail, the suspension is the last thing that's going to get upgraded.
Because everybody jumps to the easy stuff first, or the smaller things. And then,
hey, click on Mike.
Good question, Mike.
I don't think a man's got enough time to run it.
All right. Drop the thing off. All right. There's some pieces coming together. And if everything comes together, better hang on.
He dies out about the moment he says it.
Riding on 3, I agree. If you got bulbs, they need to be changed out to LEDs.
True.
Who needs to see where the fuck you're going? Put good suspension, you'll feel it.
Well, problem is you don't want to feel it because of a car hitting you back in.
Why are you going so slow that car's running you over?
You could have stopped at a red light. Just saying.
Why are you stopping for red lights?
So I don't hit the people that's trying to cross the street.
You know this.
Right, Hell? Red lights are stupid.
Your answer is usually you keep it in gear and you watch your mirror.
Yeah, Tweedle has a bad habit of putting neutral and taking his hands off and leaning back, drinking some margaritas, fucking texting. I'm like, what's
Lighting a cigarette.
lighting a cigarette? I'm like looking around, watching shit.
Does he have
Yeah, I'm
his
bad at that.
Starbucks coffee in a cup holder? His
Do what?
latte?
Yeah, he's got his Zero 3D big ass cup holder on there.
Who?
You?
I don't have a cup holder.
Oh yeah, you do.
My cup holder is a saddlebag. I throw my big ass bottle of water in the saddlebag and go.
I love my cup holder.
Where you put your latte?
Between my legs.
I admit it.
I get an iced latte. That way it keeps my junk cool. Unless it's wintertime, then I'll use a hot one.
You better be lucky I don't have control of this right now. Your ass will be muted.
Like this.
Slim Jim, I don't think you did, buddy.
No, not really.
I mean, I freeze water, and I've got bottled waters and I freeze them, and that's what I put in my cup holder. Frozen water. Time I get where I need to take a drink, it's melted a little enough to.
Oh shit!
Some
Live
good
PD
cold
showed
water.
up.
What'd you do?
Live PD's back. What the fuck's going on, boys?
You got too many pictures.
I do a lot of motorcycle shit.
That ain't motorcycle shit. That's just pictures.
Yeah,
Anybody can take pictures.
This is the turkey rod run when Live PD said they were going to stop and hang out. Look at that. See?
There goes my channel. Welcome to the nice ass on the screen.
Shit, we got strippers and
there we go.
police. What the fuck?
Doc just straight up disappeared.
He just always puts that. Don't worry about
Doc's
not
gonna
being
get a
monetized.
wireless mic, just walk around the house and leave this up and talk to everybody.
Here, let's see about this one. That might work. There we go. World news.
I'm surprised the old thumpers haven't jumped on here.
They
I don't
probably
think you
have,
dropped the link, did you?
Yeah, I dropped the link. They probably
Oh.
don't have service.
How you think I showed up?
Well, I thought he may have sent it to you like he did me.
Oh,
There
no,
you go.
He don't invite me to shit.
He said,
Actually, I thought you was going to bed, and then
to a
Ray
barbecue.
and Doc's like, "No, you got to go live. You got to go live." I'm like,
No, I didn't say that. Hang on, let's put it this right. So Doc said, or somebody said, who's going live? And I think Doc said, I think Tweedle should go live. Because I had just got out of the shower and I seen that message and I was like, well, I'm not going live because I had to get some things ready. And then I was sitting there thinking, so if Tweedle don't go live, I guess I'll go live. And I was like, and then he said, I guess I'll go live. So I was like, okay.
"Hey, here's one. Here's a throwback. Myrtle Beach Bike Week.
What do y'all just add all those to your picture thing and change them when you
Nah, I
want?
only had a couple in there.
That's me. I only
Look
have
how
a few.
Florida that is right there. Burnout in shorts and
Fucking flip flops. He's at Margaritaville there, ain't he?
no,
I'm just saying.
those look like
you know,
Crocs. You got
Yeah.
Crocs on in that.
No, ain't no fucking.
Hey, the Thumpers posted that picture. The Croc Martins, half Dark Martin, half Crocs. Good riding.
Doc,
shoe.
I got one of those right here that I still have not released yet.
I like that. He says, not enough signal to come on. I don't think Doc's doing anything. He may have his stuff muted.
No, he ain't showing mute on there.
Oh,
He just got
he's
his.
I think he's eating an extra bowl of ice cream. Don't want us seeing it.
Wow, looking at that dyno sheet, comparing it to mine, can't see the numbers on the side. I can only assume.
160 foot-pounds of torque and 140 horse.
Yeah. You'll leave me.
I sent that to Monkey Croc Martins. Yeah, he's a big fan of the Doc Martens or whatever they are. They were always too heavy for me. They were a heavy ass boot.
There's a big dip in the middle of Doc's dyno sheet.
Yeah, that's the fucking
Yeah.
pipe.
Yep, there is. That's the pipe and the intake, which I have another dyno session coming up. Hopefully, it'll be Saturday, if not because of the weather. If not, hopefully I can reschedule for Monday.
Hey, you know where it's good weather at? Florida.
Florida,
Except for
Miami.
Well, you'd have to get through some bad storms today through Alabama and Georgia to get there. So,
You know what? I could probably just go ahead and release my numbers right now. Or should I wait for my video?
do you have the video of them doing
I
it?
hadn't even started putting it together.
He's like a badass YouTuber like me right now.
I'm telling you.
Fuck it. I'm going to do it.
What does
So y'all ready for this? See, I know
Hang
who
on,
knows.
hang on. Put Ray up on the screen so he can do breaking news and you can show it.
Hey,
Okay.
real quick, in that envelope is the DNA test. Hell, you are not Tweedle's daddy.
The Murray Pulpit Show. Okay. Coming to you from East Tennessee News. This is breaking news with RNN. This is the night's top story is Tweedled's numbers from his dyno sheet. So, ladies and gentlemen, presenting Tweedled's numbers.
You sucked. I want a refund.
Okay, back to you, Tweedledee.
Okay, I'm going to make this big. Make it big.
It's the only time it's going to be big.
Let's see. Can you see that pretty good? I can't
No.
see over the
It
camera.
looks like somebody filled it in with a pencil.
You see that?
Yeah, I see that.
Can Doc see it, or is he need his eyeballs?
Look at that horsepower
I
line.
can see it.
Okay, you see how that line goes, right?
Yeah, that's
Well,
where it's
both of
supposed to go.
Yeah. So max power 133.92 and max torque is 130.55.
Nice.
So
Good numbers out of a state. Those are phenomenal numbers out of a stage too.
And let me tell you what, it runs like those fucking numbers.
and that right there. See that? All American cycle. That way anybody wants to know.
Like when I did that first hit, I was like, damn, this thing's strong.
Dude, he launched that thing and it went straight as an arrow.
This was after I did the suspension. So
Yeah.
Hey,
Ain't no telling where it went with the stock suspension.
Wait a minute, wait. So that's when you and Nori did the suspension? That's how while Tweedle was putting stickers on?
No, Tweedle put the rear on with Jeff.
yeah,
And-
fucking rear.
He shows up right after we was torquing them
So
and did the front.
Jeff put it in your rear?
Yeah,
No, Jeff was torquing the bolts on the rear suspension. Nobody said nothing about torquing in the rear.
Did I
So,
hear that right, House? He was Tweedle, you get torqued in the rear?
No, the bike was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did the fucking 10, 15 minute fucking install. And then I had to tear the whole front end apart and redo it all by myself. But it's cool. It's cool.
Hey, you shouldn't have said free install.
Yeah, really.
Besides, I was actually with Jeff because we got there early and lined out all the graphics and everything and went out there, got everything cut, went out there to it and pulled the other bag off. And he's like, why don't you go ahead and throw the rears on? I said, all right, I'll go ahead and throw the rears on. And then not knowing, thank God I put them on correctly because if I wouldn't, I'd have had to take them off and flip them.
Mike, I agree with you, buddy.
Yep. You got to get them from like South America. They do the weather half naked to naked.
Or they actually start taking their top off when they're starting to read the weather. You know,
Yeah.
it's fucking hot out here today. Yeah.
Sir, you want me to play this video?
Well, fuck yeah, I do.
Okay. Florida man in the wild.
That's
And
for
flip
Doc.
flops.
That's for Doc.
Yeah, it's not your bike. Doesn't count.
And that's why I would not buy a bike off you.
Hang on. This
you
is
were
what's
saying-
funny. This is what's funny. So that's when we're changing the cam and lifters and my shit, right? This happened. I was like, damn, I wish I had my bike. I'd do a burnout. He's one of my customers. And he goes, oh, here's my keys. Go do mine. And then another customer, after I got done doing his, like, oh, you want to do another one? They threw me the keys to their fucking bike, so I did another.
I don't blame you.
So that bike was completely stock, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can't you hear it? Oh, you
No,
can't.
it's-
Duh.
No, I didn't hear it.
I'm assuming Mike's question was for that bike. If it was for my bike, no, I have a D&D 2-in-1.
Yeah.
And a Harley air cleaner.
Yeah, and I'm actually kind of glad I went with that now.
I think it looks great and it works great.
I think he changed it on the fly when I got there too, because he was out of the air cleaner I wanted, but he was watching me trying to hit the brake and having to contort my foot to get on the rear brake, and was like, "Yeah, I got a better one for you. I can make more power with this setup, anyways." I'm like, at that point, I was just like, "Shut up and take my money. I know you're going to build something badass."
He says not yours, the other one.
No, he's talking about that one. It sounded like a leaf blower. Mine sounded like a sewing machine when I got it.
Yep. All the stock M8s do.
I was
don't see
having,
how-
I was legitimately having issues riding with Nori and Crystal and Hells because their bikes were so loud I could not hear mine at all. So I was not hitting shift points right at all.
I think that CVO would sound good with some decent pipes.
What, the new one?
Yeah.
I don't
Dude,
know.
that
if
thing's going to be a
available.
nightmare.
Yeah, wait till somebody gets about 10, 20,000 miles on it and it starts acting up. I don't know. Like we were saying, like Doc was saying last night, you know, the motor wise is, you know, has it really been tested? Has someone really run that son bitch? You know, I mean, yeah, easy to do a mile in a commercial, but
That's a customer. They like the customers to do the R&D for them.
yeah.
Mine ain't cammed yet, so mine's still a sewing machine. You got an exhaust on yours, right? Aftermarket.
XAN, I'm moving up every day, buddy. Hopefully I do
Yes.
hit 500.
Gigi sounds pretty good. She's not staged. Dude.
I done blew the baffle. Fucked the baffle up in mine.
Well,
Give it hell.
I guess mine's safe being up here away from you,
Oh, shit.
What are you talking about?
huh? Blowing shit up over there. And fucked
don't-
your baffle up.
I don't do shit, man.
They
Why?
just ain't- They ain't making it caveman proof.
No. Want me to break some more news on your shit?
Yeah,
Here, I wanna
breaking
do
news.
something. You go ahead.
Do I need
I'm
to
looking
pitch?
up-
Do I need to pitch Ray back up on main screen?
Let's see, July.
Hang on. Hang on.
Mike, I can. Have you seen him work on a bike? Mirrors fall off, license plates fall off, handlebars come loose, batteries die. We need to send him to a motorcycle course.
His wife won't pay for it.
No, we'll have to do donations. Yeah. He needs plastic tools.
Fisher Price. I'm glad he didn't put that baffle in before
What's up, Geo the Great?
Jersey, because it would have came out and hit somebody in the head.
Did it actually pop out?
I have no idea.
It probably did going on the interstate. Probably in somebody's windshield.
Probably.
What's up, Corey?
Hello, Dr. Corey.
Yes, Corey will have to rewind it to see what my numbers are.
That's all right. Corey might come down. He doesn't know it yet, but we're going to do if I get that motor swap job, Corey will come down and give me a hand.
Seems like he does a lot of the work too. He's a good worker.
Yeah, he is.
He ain't scared to get his hands dirty, is he?
Hell no. Corey's a good fucking wrench, I tell you that.
Oh, I guess I have to do it this way. Well, I won't do this. What the?
Okay. That's too much silence.
I'm waiting on Hells for his breaking news.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Hill so I can throw R&M back up. I really should have downloaded a clip for that.
Yeah. I got one, but I don't know how to get it to you. Here, let me send it to you through Instagram and see if you. No, never mind.
Nope, that ain't one.
I got one, but you won't like it. Let's see.
All right,
Maybe
hang
I
on.
can get it
Let
to
me try
you.
this. I'll be right back.
All right. Let's see if I can find something. You may not like who made it, but you might be able to change it around a little bit. Right here. I'm gonna send it through. Here's the Instagram message. There you go.
It's not gonna let me.
It's not going to let you?
No.
Let me see here.
Probably the quietest you've heard me, Thumper.
Thank you.
Where's the download button?
Tells us having some technological difficulties.
No, I got too much security.
Yeah, right. I can't. Oh, wait, here we go. Let me do this. Now that's a video clip.
Yeah, I don't have any. I need a. There's no talking on it though. I don't think.
Breaking news. Oh, wait, you got too much security.
I liked it. That was good, Ray.
I was going to look for the old Dan Rather. You retune Tweedle, I think you told me. No. The bike made,
I don't think you told anybody, did you?
yeah, I told a couple people. 133.92 horsepower and 130.55 torque.
What was at what RPM range?
The horsepower is at 5.84.
Okay.
And the torque was 3.95.
Awesome. That's right where you want the torque to come in.
Yeah.
Right at the mid range.
I actually went around a minivan, a log truck, and a tractor that was going slower than crap. And I was in first, and I just rolled into it hard today on the way to race and banged second. And as soon as I did, the front wheel came off the ground as I was passing all three of them. I was kind of like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I wasn't expecting it to do that.
Some good riding though over, ain't it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a
I was racing
challenging
GPS
road.
back home.
Yeah, dude. I thought you was going to turn where I turned, and you kept going straight. And I was like, "Where the fuck's he going?" Because if you would have turned where I was at, you would have just had to run straight down that road and never turned until you got way over in Wartburg. That would have went right back the way you came.
Well, it took me.
Did you go all the
down
way
that
to
road?
where'd
Did you usually come back when we ride?
Did you go all when you got to the stop sign? Which way did you go?
Right.
Okay, and then you went down to the other stop sign, went left, right?
Hell, I don't know if I went left.
If you'd have turned right there where I was at, where I turned, where you took off and went on, if you'd have turned right there, you would have never had to go out to the four-way.
Well, you
could
know
just run that
how
road.
that gas station is that we always stop at when we go to Big South Fork. We usually go and hit that one road, and then we'll go straight. We was right there. I came down that road and took a right.
Oh, you went all the way down 52 then, didn't you? Or 62?
I guess. I don't know. The Harley GPS took me there.
You went all the way out to where you and Dan was out there and went on?
Yeah.
27 down. So you went back through Sunbright. And
Yep.
yeah, dude, you went a long way out of the way.
Oh, he's right. He's on his bike. Nothing wrong with that.
That's fine.
Well,
I
no,
needed 3
but
miles on
it's a
anyway.
good ride. No, he went through Big South Fork and Rugby and places like that. You know, it's a great ride.
I need to get up to around 4,000 miles so I can do another 3-hole change.
It's beautiful. It's some nice scenery, nice places to ride.
You're not running synthetic, Tweedle?
Yeah, I'm running the Mobil 1 in the engine, Redline primary fluid, and the Redline transfer fluid.
So why are you changing it at 3,000 miles?
Because I want to make sure all that metal shaving and stuff from the break-in period's out. I know. He's going to tell me, just use Screaming Eagle.
I would never say
Check
that.
your phone.
So I need to get that up on screen. Okay. I can do that. Hold on. Stand by, everybody. We'll have some breaking news.
How many people's watching?
I can't even see. I don't know.
14.
Oh shit! Tweedle's breaking the sound barrier right now.
Hey, yeah, it's a slow night, but it's last minute. Shit. I don't know if it's going to. That's background. Video clips. Can I add it to a video clip?
I don't know.
Nope.
I don't have full control anymore. I can't fuck with you.
No.
Just add it as a background. Pull it up.
Well, it's not allowing me to do a lot because it's on the free shit right now. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Let me try something else. I can do it this way.
What?
Okay, let's see here. Screen. Okay, here we go with break. Well, shit. Now he hopped off. Okay, Ray. We'll just do this. Get ready for it, Ray.
Coming to you from the sunny state of fuck around and find out. We are live on the streets of Florida. Tweedle, can you hear me out there?
Yes, we hear you. Here we go. Present. Share the screen. Window. Here we go. The breaking news. Y'all are seeing this, correct?
Yep.
I see a hipster on a ST lowrider.
I see Florida man on an ST lowrider. So, would you like to talk about this, Hells?
Hipster Nation.
You were the first customer.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but it's more you than me. I was just a customer.
Well, I want to hear the customer's review.
The customer's review is 5 stars all the way around. See how you only get 5.
So it had a good facility.
Mike. Okay, so if anybody can't read it, it actually says H2 Performance, guys. Because that's
Coming
awful.
soon. Coming soon to you. God dang, Ray, what the hell you got in there?
My kids.
I heard somebody say heckling hens.
They're laughing at something in the living room.
So, yes, the service you receive with H2 Performance is above and beyond. I will highly recommend them for all your suspension needs. Mike says, love you, Ray.
I don't know who Ron Burgundy is.
Sorry, I was consulting with my business partner over there, the CEO of the company. I'm just a worker. No, so we're getting into the suspension stuff. Of course, we're carrying Suspension Technologies. Our stuff will be up and running very soon, as in the website where you can go and purchase and get in contact with me. You will be seeing us around the country at different events, and you'll be seeing more of some badass products coming out.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. So it's going to be like an online store?
Yeah.
And okay.
And then rallies and events.
Okay. So are you going to be doing the like traveling and vendor, like doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. What is that, Crystal? Do you want to just get on and explain it?
Promise and deliver.
You don't want to overpromise and underdeliver.
Okay, so rallies and events, is it going to be installs or just selling or
both?
Okay.
Yeah.
Corey has your first question. You'll be in the Northeast of next year.
Northeast, as in Laconia?
Yankee Doodle Towns.
Gettysburg, I guess.
So here's the thing. Working with Suspension Technology, there's certain rallies that we won't do because they're going to still do it next year. But we were looking at like Leesburg. That's one that we were looking at next year up that way. Sturgis, Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, and a few other. Try to find a few other smaller rallies to hit.
Huh. That would be good. Hey, Spring Fling would be good. Thunder Beach.
Hootenanny in the Hills, I know will be one.
Loretta Lynn's would be good if you could get into that.
I will be at Hootenanny in the Hills. Well,
you hear me?
For promising anything.
I will be.
Hey, seriously, like Loretta Lynn's would be great if you could get in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of smaller stuff around the southeast that
Yeah.
And we're open to suggestion of what
because
stories would be good.
was it October or September is the V Twin Visionary. They have a lot of
over here.
businesses that come in for that. Yeah, it's right down the street, but they do it everywhere though.
October.
Smokeout.
Well, I'm going to put out about the online and certain rallies. Like I said, there's a lot of puzzle pieces happening right now behind the scenes with us and other people, other companies. And if it goes through, great. If it don't, we understand it's business,
They will pray.
So, but the suspension tech thing it's happening because we push it anyways. Because we're a big believer. We've been a customer for years. Big believer of it. And, I've worked for Mike at rallies, so why not do it?
Well, opportunities, man. That's the good thing about that is they open up other doors as well. So
Right.
They 100% support us.
Yeah, and Mike and all the guys there, suspension tech, 100% supporters. I mean, I had a conversation with him, and he just looked at me. He's like, "I was wondering when you're going to start doing it."
Okay, so Smoky Mountain might be a possible good one for the fall. Yeah, because they got that. That's the V Twin Visionary one that I was talking about. That's during the fall. Or it says where PA or higher.
It's October like the 3rd or 4th or something like that, I believe.
Upper says Smokeout. Slim Jim says, "Will you do a winter tour?"
Yeah, the winter tour will be events in Florida.
What about Arizona, man? Anything out there?
Yeah,
Texas?
you
got the new Born Free in Texas.
Well, you got the Arizona Bike Week. That's springtime.
Yeah.
Corey, Blue's not the only one that loves their suspension. I love mine, and I have the RT series, and to me, that's what every Harley I've owned has been missing.
The RT series, how many times have me, you, and Nori sit around trying to explain? We're trying to come up with a good description of what the RT series does to somebody that has been around it. Because you feel everything, but you don't feel everything. As in, you can feel your road conditions, but you're not feeling the actual bumps. It's not jarring the crap and hurting you.
To me, it reminds me a lot of a crotch rocket ride, where you feel the road, but you don't have, when you do hit a pothole or a bump or a blown out tire in the middle of the road like I did, you don't feel it. And it sticks to the road. That's what
I'll be right back.
Really love about it.
Well, that's the good thing about the smaller events too, though. They have usually a spring and fall. So, yeah. I mean, it's...
So Riding on 3 says it's September 30th to October 7th this year.
Okay.
Sounds like it's a whole week.
September. That's Smoky Mountain. I thought that was it might just be a show that's going on then. Because I could have swore there was a different, let's see.
But, so, yeah, I'll have the same pricing as suspension.
Okay, right here. Ride Among Us. This is the V Twin Visionary Smoky Mountain Tour, October 4th through the 8th, 2023, Maryville, Tennessee.
4th through the 8th. All right, he must be talking about the other one up there.
He's talking about the actual one they host.
Smoky Mountain Rally.
Smoky Mountain hosts, yeah. This is this is the V Twin Visionary Smoky Mountain Tour. It's October 4th through the 8th. In Maryville. So.
Have you ever been to Little Sturgis?
Who, me?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's one, too.
Well, we also talked about Ohio Bike Week.
Yeah. I was going to say they've got
there's so many that you can stay so busy with.
Well, you say that, but you also have to look at the clientele. Is it more
Yeah.
of a hangout ride? Because you got to think this is. I'm trying to sell product.
Yeah, because you think smokeout, that's a hangout chopper, kind of event, things like that. And like Loretta Lynn's, they've got some decent vendors. They've got, the Harley demos. They got V Twins there, Visionaries there, of course. I mean, then you got, of course, like the local, some of the smaller rallies are just kind of redneck rallies. The good old boy, they may have just a tattoo guy on a bus and, like some homemade making clothes and necklace, little vendors that ain't nothing major because either they can't get the big ones in there or they want to keep it small and just nudity and party, so
Right.
like Junebug, the Junebug rally. I mean, it's, it's kind of like whatever, anything goes kind of shit, and I don't think people will go there to buy shit. They go to party and have fun. So yeah, you got to select which ones you think that will actually sell the product,
Yeah, it's nothing against the rallies or anything.
No, it's just, the clientele.
Right.
And what they're basing their rallies on,
Well, the V Twin Visionary, I know that a lot of companies go to that, like Sinister Sound goes to it, and there's several others. I don't know about suspension. I will check it out this year. We'll make a run over there, but
yeah, I'm going over anyways. So
I mean, to me though, I'll put that suspension up against anybody's suspension, and bet it comes out on top. That I haven't rode the Black Hills series, so I can't really talk on it. But the RT, oh my God, it is like a totally different. I mean, it's like it's not a Harley. I feel like I'm on a crotch rocket most of the time.
Harley Fat Boy, buddy, take care.
See you, Junior.
But yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Black Hills series. The RT series. The RT series came along a lot of Mike and I having conversations of what I was doing. That's how the RT series came about. It wasn't the fact there's anything wrong with the Black Hills series. I loved it. But when you're doing big horsepower bikes like we are, you got to build a product that's fit for what you're trying to do.
Well, yeah, everything's got to be compatible and match. The components is going to have to.
Now, for he would have been fine with Black Hills.
Yeah.
All right. Most everybody will be fine with them, and they are awesome. They work just as good as the RTs, but you just don't. This brings you a little more feel of the road, which is what the whole point is. It's a road and track suspension that he put on there.
Yeah.
So, track, you want more feel in what you're doing. I'm not.
Corey has that comment. So, would you say riding style has anything to do with either one?
Yes, riding style is a huge part in it. If you're a person that just rides and has fun and gets on it a little bit, you're not always on it. If you're doing long distance riding,
me,
yeah, what I mean, stoplight to stoplight, you're
no, I don't. Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is when you're getting on, if you're just, you're at a rally or you're just stoplight to stoplight goofing off, the Black Hills will absolutely do everything you love, and they are awesome ride. Now, when you get into what in the performance side, where you're pushing that bike to its limit and across that limit, that's where you start getting into the RT series. But the RT series rides just as good. You know what I mean? If you feel like you want the RT series, go for it. Like, you're not going to be disappointed.
So would you say a more aggressive rider needs the RT over the Black Hills, or?
Yeah.
So, Hells, question for you. Will you be doing installs during Daytona in March?
So I'll be transparent with that. That's in discussion right now. Suspensions Tech is still going to keep their stuff at Teddy Morris's.
Mhm.
And we're talking right now possibility of putting our stuff at the racetrack.
Okay.
And just matching. That way, if it's too busy on one side, they can still come over to the racetrack and get the same service, same product, same everything.
Well,
Okay.
here's another
Part two of
excellent
my
question.
It's a 3-part question.
DDK, what's up, buddy?
Go for it, Doc.
Part 2 of my question is, you think they'll actually have the Lowrider S suspension ironed out by then
Doc,
Trying.
with the RT?
well, there's a little hiccup in that. There's an R&D suspension that's out there in somebody else's hands right now.
I understand.
But no, we're still actually we're past of what that shock was. We had a few designs changing on it before it's being released. I was told by Oktoberfest it's coming out.
Okay.
And there's a couple other products that hopefully between Biketoberfest and the spring rally that we'll have ready to go for this coming next year.
Okay. Now, part 3. Can I make my appointment now for March?
By God, you can. No, Doc. As soon as I know for sure, I'll hit you up and be like, all right, we got it.
Right on, brother. Appreciate it.
Okay, so here's another excellent question.
Doc can be my first M8. So
Riding on 3 wants to know: do they make trike suspension?
they make the best trike suspension on the market. I guarantee it.
You heard it here first.
So, Riding on 3, if you're looking for it, if you can't find Hills on 2 Wheels on Instagram, to shoot him a message, let me know, and I'll send you his info to send.
Yep, so as soon as everything's full-fledged, you'll see it coming up. I'm going to have it on Instagram to where you can click on our Instagram and go onto our website to order, talk, whatever you want to do. But so going to the trike suspension, we're all two-wheel riders. A lot of us don't talk about trikes. Actually, the trike suspension is a bigger seller than anything that they have, because they did a lot of R&D with trikes for years and learned the geometry and how to set those trikes up to make them handle better and actually steer better.
Yeah,
That's
Corey's saying it.
Is how steering.
Corey said it. Peanut was doing a trike when he met him.
Now, I have a question. I have a friend that's like wanting another brand, but that brand's really expensive, because he said that he's wanting his suspension where he does not have to adjust it, or it automatically adjusts when he does 2-up. So could you explain to everybody how the Black Hills and the RT works 2-up?
All right. So the big thing about the suspension technologies. So let me give you a little background of how Suspension Tech became Suspension Tech. Mike comes from a long history of years. When I say years, more like decades and decades of racing. So this is where all his years in the racing he put into his designs of suspension. So when you get your suspension, it's set, as in you don't have to worry about setting your sag. You don't have to worry about adjusting everything. Because when you come to us, I'll ask you a few questions. When we go put them on, it's everything's set. You're ready to go. Boom. Don't worry about it. Even with 2-up, this is a monotube triple valve low nitrogen system, which means even we have a wide range of how much poundage you can put on it before you have to think about changing any adjustments. That's the great thing about having this triple valve system, because normally if you set for 2-up, then the next thing you know, it's springing off the seat when you're riding by yourself, or when you are single riding and you go to 2-up, then it's really spongy and you're hitting hard and everything else. You don't have to worry about that with suspension technologies setup. So I'll tell you right now, because it's on the internet, it's everywhere. So a rear set of Black Hills is going to cost you $775 plus, which your taxes and all that stuff, because we have to charge taxes. The government won't let us get out. Even though I was like, can I do this nonprofit? They said no. But so your Black Hill series, $775. Your RTs are $875, and your front ends are $975. That's lifetime warranty. 20 years from now, if you have a problem or something, we're either going to rebuild or we are going to replace them. I'm by that time, I'm probably going to be more like, let me just replace it, because I want the customers to be lifelong customers. And here's the thing: if you do have a problem where you have to rebuild and do everything, what some of these companies don't tell you is they actually charge you service fees to do services on these suspension, because unfortunately you have to do services on these suspension. Even though it's a 100,000 mile service, if you get 100,000 miles of them, you're going to have to like rebuild or do something. I'm just going to rebuild it and send it back to you. I'm not going to charge you a service fee to do it.
Cool. So that's why I wanted to get that talked about, because I know there's people that have that impression that
It's just a twisted hand.
drop $2,000 down on a suspension, you're going to have the best suspension in the world, but there's a better product that's not as expensive.
Well, I love that she's been around this a lot and actually pays attention. She's like, So the other thing is there's no tools involved if you want to set your preload on your springs or anything. It's actually a patented square cut. So all you got to do is grab it, turn it, it'll hold itself in place. So you don't need a spanner wrench or anything to set your spring rate, which you shouldn't have to touch it anyways, but some people like to adjust it.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is if you ever actually have a problem, start messing, adjusting with it, you forget where you're at, you can just hit me up, and I can I can tell you to zero it out and where to go back. You know what I mean? To start. You're like, okay, zero it out, take it all the way out, just all the way down, and I'll tell you how many turns to put back into it to start where I set it for you.
So this company is it going to, as you guys are starting this, so is it just going to be suspensions, or are you hoping to eventually move into like different aftermarket parts and stuff like that, or is it just going to be suspensions right now?
Right now, I'm focused on suspension because I think it's an excellent product at a more affordable cost. You know what I mean? You're getting more of a high end ride at an affordable cost.
And people are buying motorcycles every day, and that's what they want to do. Also, is their suspension. So,
Right.
I mean, it's a good quality.
If you really think about it, though.
But I'm saying, if you go and start a T-shirt company, you know what you have to do to sell T-shirts. I mean, suspension is something people really need, and want as well. So, I mean, I see a good business there, especially if you're going to go to rallies.
I think more will get sold because, especially front ends. I'll definitely say the front ends, because there's going to be people that not feel comfortable doing it.
Oh, yeah, they're not going to
So
do it.
they'd rather have it done at a rally, and then once they get it done, they're like, holy cow, I've been missing out.
Yeah, there's a big plan, but we just have to start small and just build our way out,
And it'll grow. I mean,
Michael Bike said, I've seen people with issues on the Oleans and one
and other one there.
I did Black Hills 1 inch over, so 13s on my Road Glide special, and love them.
Yeah, I have I think I don't want people to get the wrong idea that the Black Hills is a more inferior product. It's
No.
not. It's just set for a different riding style.
Yes.
So
For your everyday rider, is
Not,
basically that's what it
sport
is.
riding.
Yeah,
Right.
Black Hills would be everyday. RT would be really aggressive. Pretty much, right?
Yeah, it's not an inferior product because I put them right on my bike and run them right now. Like,
I'd love to have them on mine, especially the front end. God, I hate that front end.
well, go to my website and order your set,
I've never heard of your website.
and then come down.
I mean, you know, I got to know what
Website
is
is coming soon.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Be
you
on the
know,
lookout. It'll be shared. Everybody will know when it's out. Trust me.
Mr. and
right,
Mrs.
you know,
Thumper
guys,
says
so.
2 twists from the bottom. Okay. That sounds dirty. 2 twists from the bottom. And
Yeah. Corey wants to know, Michael Bike, do you have the fronts too, or just the rears?
I think he just has the rears right now. We were talking about that the other day, I believe.
Upper says we have the full on the Road King and rear on the Sportster.
Yeah, that's anything's got to improve the Sportster, though. I have a Sportster, I know.
Well, see, I'm more towards the Harley, but we do carry him for
Indian.
Dynas, Sportsters, Harley Touring, Trikes, and Indian Scouts right now.
And hey, you got to have a variety. I mean, really, you can't be prejudiced against the others when it comes to a company.
Because their money spends just as good as everybody else.
Well, I mean, that's the first thing people are going to do is badmouth, and no one's going to want to come to you if you don't carry, for different motorcycles.
Well, we've done for different motorcycles. It's just we have to know what it is, and that way we have the capability of putting our stuff on other manufacturers, other brands.
Yeah.
On the road, we can't do it, but in house, we can do it.
Yeah. Doc, Advent Black's got your CVO paint job ready.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
The green with the black flames.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just let you know.
Like says, I find they improve the ride dramatically and they don't fight one another front to back.
Well, until you put the fronts in.
Well, I have front and rear, and dude, it's like I'm literally glued to the road. And this bike is like, and I'm calling 99% of this bike being as awesome as it is from the suspension. Because even with that stage 2 and stock suspension, I wouldn't be doing turns at the speeds I'm doing. And even hitting bumps, I'd be bounced all over the road.
They're just better off putting in a steel rod with 2 Heim joints in it and calling that your rear shocks.
Yeah.
Tiger wants to know, do they have 11.5 rear or 15 low rider?
So we got everything from 13-inch all the way down to 10 3/4 inch for that model of Dynas.
Thumper said they put 13s on the Sportster, which I have the 13s, and it's like taking that Harley to what it should be. It really has.
And like Doc's, like the M8 Softails, we had something that worked, but it didn't work to what we wanted to work. Especially me, I'm like, it works. It's a dramatic change when we first started messing around with it, from stock to that. But I wanted something that would be just where you can just beat the living shit out of it, and it's going to hold you to the road.
Yeah.
Believe
Yeah,
me,
'cause I want to
mine
go
to the test.
right now. If I moderately launch that bike, no matter how far I lean over on the tank, that front end comes straight up.
Yeah.
So I have to launch soft, and I've softened up that shock so much in the back that you can't get any softer. So it does squat and then pick up. It's better than where I had it set before, where it just picked up. But I want a shock. And I was talking to Mike about it. He says, yeah, when we get those out, you'll be able to launch that bike moderately to hard without that front end coming up.
Ask Tweedle about that. I launched that thing. I mean, I launched his hard as shit, and it just did nothing but just go. It didn't want to carry.
Perfect straight line.
Yeah, but hell, you got to look at his bike is a third more weight with about 30 foot-pounds of torque less.
And that's the problem we were having when we first started doing this. Is I was having the same problems, and then also getting it out of shape in the turns at 100 plus mile an hour.
Yeah.
But we got it worked out.
Okay.
Riding on 3 says that's my issue currently, excessive bouncing while mountain twisties.
Well,
that will definitely take care of it.
Well, and you said that the RT series took out your death wobble, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, yeah, my dog walk at 140 plus mile an hour. But not everybody's going to be trying to go that fast. But yeah, it's okay.
Me.
Doc will.
I said not everybody, Doc. Not everybody.
Well, on this panel, that's 50% right now.
Yeah.
We got to look at the percentages.
I'll run up high speed, but probably won't never go that high.
So the problem wasn't as much as left to right was happening. It was the fact of it unloading and reloading from 5th to 6th when you're really getting into it. And when that happened, that's when it was like they would just go out of whack and they couldn't find center. Because that's you see what I'm saying? This is where the difference between a Black Hills and the RT. And we've been working on the RTs because I'm a crazy ass fucking rider and I do stupid stuff. But
hooligan stuff.
Sometimes I just get in the mood and I just twist that throttle as hard as she'll go and see how fast I can get her down the road. Tweedle witnessed it one night on the lowrider.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I wonder whose video you're in on that.
I don't know, but he had cameras all over that car. That's the only reason I ran them.
Probably an undercover, sending it off to the FBI. Be on the lookout.
Just throw it in my jacket.
Put it in this file.
Yeah.
So now, here's a question that I've been getting lately when I say I have the RT shocks. And I tell them, they're for racing and track. And the next question they have is, where's the canister? Where's your remote reservoir?
If I get that 1,000 times.
So, can you enlighten everybody about why you don't need a remote reservoir?
Because majority of these guys that buys remote reservoirs don't even know how they properly work and how they use them. So it's a cool factor thing, which is fine. Whatever you want to do, a cool factor, spend all that money, do it. Or I can give you a product that's going to work better at half the price. But with that being said, we are working on our remote reservoir systems, but they are going to be fully functional. And
yeah, because I've seen videos of some that's not fully functional.
Well, I'll be straight with you. I fell into that because I ran the Öhlins 044s for a couple different bikes, and I thought I knew how to adjust and work that system until an actual suspension guy's like, oh no, this is how it properly works and this is why you do it, And the whole thing is actually being on track where your track conditions change a lot. You run this time, it's going to track conditions this way. You go out an hour later, because track conditions are different. You know what I mean? It's for a ever-changing road. You don't normally have that in what these guys are actually using.
Everyday riding.
Yeah, everyday riders don't have that.
Yeah.
All right. And so the big thing about a remote reservoir is to be able to cool that liquid, because your piston's moving so fast so many times. It allows your oil to go out to the remote reservoir, cool down, come back in, so you're not overheating the oil.
So Corey has a question. He said, "Did you win?"
No.
I can't say yes or no because they went out of sight pretty damn quick, and I was running like 115.
And he was on my bike.
I was on her bike. No, I did not win, but those guys were pretty impressed with that bike.
Mike
So
says
you
another
had
great
fun, right?
point is they're far lighter weight.
What's the point? All right, it was a Lambo.
Yeah.
But you had fun, right?
Oh, yeah, because nobody expects that bike to run that fast.
Yeah. So that's all that matters. You had fun.
Thumper said they can bond you out if they catch you.
Race hell, make bail, right on the tank of mine.
And DDK says, I don't like the look of the reservoir, but to each their own.
So
DDK, as you've seen, I do not have a reservoir.
It just takes up space, seems like.
Well, I have the remote reservoirs, and you don't see them.
What hides on the tour pack?
No, the rear fender.
It's because of where he has his mounted. A lot of the bagger guys are mounted.
They're not
out in the
sticking them
open.
out. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Nope,
yours is
I
down
don't,
under.
I don't
okay.
like the show off factor of this is the suspension I have.
And that's
Let's
basically
look
what
at
it
me.
is, ain't it? Just a show off kind of.
no, there is a purpose to them.
Yeah,
a lot
I know
of people
that.
has them don't use them for the purpose of them.
Right.
Yeah,
See,
Corey, I think
have
we're talking about the
I
same
have
thing.
a
The
setting
shocks are
for the
lighter.
compression and rebound for just me. I have a setting for compression rebound for 2-up, and I have one setting for compression rebound when the saddlebags are loaded, the tour pack is loaded, and I'm 2-up. Like we went back and forth to Laconia. And it makes a world of difference.
Yeah. But
I'm gonna throw you on mine, Doc, and see what you think of these.
there's nothing but once again, Doc, we're not normal everyday riders.
No, we're not.
So, and I'm not downplaying anybody that doesn't do stupid shit like we do. Don't think I'm downplaying them.
There's just many different styles of riding.
Yeah,
you'll just
Florida
live.
go fast.
Yeah.
Hells, you'd appreciate this. On our way out,
Go straight.
to New Hampshire, we're in Vermont going down this downhill when about 90 because I slowed down. So I saw it said bump ahead, so I slowed down. We hit that bump. My wife and I came up out of the seat at least 12 inches.
Good Lord.
I think I've been there before. Whoops.
I'm sitting there going, well, that's one hell of a bump. I wasn't expecting it to be that big. In the middle of a straightaway on a downhill on an expressway.
But I'm hoping that we'll be able to sell some, get more people out on them. Because I tell everybody, man, you ride them, you'll be like, holy crap! Like,
Well, that's why I've been holding off on my suspension. So I'm waiting on suspension tech.
that's the thing I've learned. What people don't realize, like how long it takes to develop a part in the motorcycle world.
And I've been patient.
Well, I
You
mean,
know, I've been very patient.
and you also got to think: are you going to take all this time in R&D in developing something that actually works, and then to be able to develop it and then produce so many, and to keep producing them? Are you going to have enough customers for those? I mean, is it going to?
Yeah, because all the M8 Softails use the same shocks.
Yeah,
in the
I
back.
mean,
yeah.
Most of all the inverted forks. which
Okay.
would be
it's
right
kind of
around-
a gamble, really. If you're making any product, that,
Ray, you can vouch for this.
okay.
EDK says, I just put around and rarely get to the speed limit, so no RTs for me. Would you like to weigh in on that, Ray?
Okay. when we ride together, now I don't have a 103, 107. My bike's not as fast as theirs. And when I'm doing 80 to keep up, DDK says, well, I have to slow down so you can stay, keep up with me. So, buddy, you don't putt around. You go fast wherever you go, and you actually have to reduce speed for me to be running 80, 85 to keep up with you. So DDK's running about 95 everywhere he goes to 100.
And for me, yeah, you don't putt around, buddy, because when I flew around that car on Dutch Valley that was doing like 35, I didn't think you was going to come with me, but you was right there. So, yeah, you don't putt around, Hollis.
No.
Maybe
I
he
think
just
it would.
putt
I
around
think
and
for
find
you,
a
it would just be: do you want to feel the road, or do you want to be on a cloud? Because
Actually,
that's really the two differences.
well, the big thing on both series is also safety.
Yeah.
That bike doesn't nosedive. It doesn't pull one way or another on either or. It takes a lot out your pull out, especially you can have more confidence using your front brake when you do the cartridges. And the other thing is tracking. It tracks a lot truer through rough roads, road snakes, anything like that. And you don't get the old wobble in a high speed turn. So
I hate that feeling.
There you go. Don't worry, you ain't the only one. Hey, slowest one in Florida.
I'll just say it
Versus
now.
any of us.
We're stupid. We're stupid down here. Okay.
It's all dependent on
Doing
how far
stupid.
you're willing to take it too.
That's not good.
She just said we kind of got her doing stupid now. It's not good.
Talking about, she's a
Wait,
mastermind.
you sure it's not the other way around? She got you guys doing stupid?
That's what I'm saying. She's the mastermind. She has us doing it. We know when she pulls up on a light, she's gonna rocket off that thing. So we better be ready.
No comment.
And when she is at a light and you just creep up and she's having to sit there and stage and that light turns and you can just roll into it and go, she gets mad because you didn't go to a stop. Ain't that right, Crystal?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, yeah, you do.
Listen, Crystal's an angel. She doesn't do anything wrong.
No.
So I have a real question. Other than the bad shit happening while you was there, did the boy enjoy it? I know he looked like he was having fun,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the event we went to, this was the first year they put it on. The whole thing was to raise money for seniors, cap and gown, graduation stuff. Did a great job. Going to do it again next year. I hope I can get more of you guys up there because we got some big plans of making a fucking hell of a hooligan.
It was really fun. I thought he did a really good job.
And what days was this?
It's going to be the second weekend of June.
Okay.
It was the same time as Tall's thing.
Okay.
This year. I don't
That's
know
what
about
I
next
thought.
year.
That's what I was thinking. It was interfering in something, but okay. So,
Well,
That might be a good
If he's-
alternative to Ranconia.
if he's gonna do second weekend every year, I'm gonna talk to Tall, see if he do it the
Well-
first or the second week or third week.
well, I think he changed it due to the weather from last year, right?
It didn't
from
rain
the
last
first
year.
From the first year, I mean, and it didn't rain then either, did it?
No.
Well, I mean, we got a whole year till next year, but we're already in the talks of bringing a lot of the hooligan guys up from Florida, making it a show, making it an event. And it's some beautiful riding,
Oh, yeah, I bet.
And let me tell you what, those people in that town were so appreciative of everybody coming in and doing this. So that makes it even better when the townspeople
Oh,
are
yeah.
so appreciative of you doing that.
And they're satisfied that nothing crazy,
Oh no, they actually got mad because the cops came after me for doing burnouts in the street. They got mad. They were wanting the show.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, I'm
guys,
sure
gonna
that'll be
jump
taken
off
care of
here.
next.
I got to shower and go to bed. I got to go to work in the morning.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, Doc.
Thanks for going live tonight, Tweedle. Good to see you, Hells. As always, Ray, pleasure. Don't
You
worry,
waving?
your little girl will be fine.
She's waving.
Night, Crystal.
All right, buddy.
Hey, Doc.
Good night, everybody in the side chat.
Wilkie says straight, flat roads will do that to you.
Well, actually, these guys up here couldn't even keep up with us on the curves. We were
Were you in Virginia or West Virginia?
West Virginia.
West Virginia. Okay.
And we brought the guy up from Florida.
Yeah, we brought one of the customers from down to the dealership. He rode up with us.
Yeah, I seen that. The bald headed guy, was he bald headed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was on a lowrider or something.
Yep. He never rode past Daytona. That was his first.
Oh my God, he had to love it up here. Surely to God.
Every mile he was smiling.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's funny. Some of them turns, me and her was just getting it through there, and we were on the comms, and she said she could hear him say, "Oh shit, oh shit." Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're not used to it, but they don't get to see stuff if they don't leave their state like that. Man.
Actually, I was very impressed. He did really well for being, a newer rider and first time being in the turns and stuff. He did. Yeah. He was listening. We're talking to him about how to do stuff, and he just got better and better. And I was really impressed with.
Yeah.
What do y'all run? What kind of comms do y'all run?
I agree with you.
Cardo.
Yeah. I've been looking into those. I don't have any. I just didn't know what to. I was thinking of trying to maybe, get something from me and the wife.
I have a Cardo and used it a lot on the breakout traveling, but on the way home, it doesn't want to jive with the ST, with the Android Auto on and all that.
Well, I know you talked, on your way and the way you fixed it.
Well, it's not 100% fixed yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm sure Gliding on Twos will figure it out before I do.
Where is he at? I figured he'd be in here.
He's cramming. He's got exams all week. He's got the important ones for the Harley certification.
I know a guy.
I know that. He ain't got long left, does he?
No, he said he graduates the 20th.
Yeah.
So yeah. So he'll be back home probably end of the month then, right? End of July. So
yep.
Dude, if he sets that business up right, traveling or whatever he's planning, I mean that could be how many people do you actually see at rallies that do mechanics other than oil change and installing something big? I mean, really.
AMSU.
Yeah. I'm not talking like that. I'm talking like that people like bikes that actually need work fixed, not installing parts, but something that needs fixed,
Well, people have breakdowns all the time. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If he does a mobile, shop or whatever.
Well, we've been on the talk of him Friday after he gets out of school. He may come over here for a little bit and come stay with me and us tear up all the mountains around here.
Yeah.
Well, you're stuck right now, so.
I'll remember that.
Well, you were supposed to come by here, but shit happened and changed that.
Yeah. I planned on this happening, right?
Really.
No, I'm just saying somebody fucked that up.
I don't like having a bike. Fucking sucks.
I can only imagine the agony Hills is in right now. Hearing you.
I could have put you on my Sportster and let you rode it around here.
I don't. I don't like it either because now if something happens to my bike.
Nothing should happen to your bike.
I don't know. I got a bad main bearing in my sixth gear right now, so I gotta stay out sixth gear. It'll rattle your teeth off. Like,
Well,
His bike already needs more fucking work.
I tell you this, I can hardly get out of fourth gear up here. I'm lucky if I ever hit fifth. Unless I get on I-40.
you know, it just sucks because you're home. And that's the last place you think something would happen.
Yeah.
It's kind of sucks because we've been how many places we've been in Albuquerque. That's where Breaking Bad's at.
That's a shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hells. Corey, you did miss it. Hells talked about it earlier.
What? Her.
He's asking if you said what happened to the Softail.
Yeah, it got stolen. Somebody decided they wanted to keep it more than she did.
Goddamn fucking copying people.
It actually makes you sick to your stomach, you know?
It does.
Yeah. Especially all that wrench time y'all got in on it.
Yeah, that and the fact that it was her first bike.
Yeah, that would suck. I mean, that's just because you really fall in love with your first bike and you set it up really the way you want. And, you know, it usually takes time to get it where you usually want it and get, you know, comfy with it. And
it's a big part of our brand. And she's rode all over the country with it. You know,
yeah, I mean.
Well, if something happened to this ST, it probably it'd tear me up too because, you know, being down there, all of us working on it and building it up to what it is, you know, just gone. So I'd be a little upset too. Yeah.
That would just make me sick, though. I understand what she's probably feeling. I would be.
There'd be a lot of one-handed thieves around here because you would think they would learn after losing the first hand.
Well, it was kind of like at first you're kind of in shock because you're like, come on, it's not us, not here, not us. Come on, whatever. And then the more you sit there, you're doing your report, and the more you think about it, you just start. I literally got sick to my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, we got a lot of time, a lot of memories, a lot of work in that fucking bike.
Yeah. And then someone just to snatch it, knowing they're going to strip it. And, you know, that's what makes me sick. Knowing that it's going to be what it's going to be done to it, you know. And
yeah.
Because they're not going to run around with the frame on, you know, with the numbers. They're going to jerk that motor and sell it or put it in something else. And
oh yeah, I know those cops are like, oh, we'll find it or all this, and I'm just like, dude, you're not from the community.
Because what's the serial numbers on the motor and the frame? That's it.
Yeah.
All the other aftermarket stuff, all the other everything ain't got no numbers or nothing. It's just
motor, frame, and I think the trans has it. But but you can easily pull the trans apart and throw that case out and still sell the transmission.
Yeah.
So numbers really don't mean crap on a case. Don't really mean crap on a frame either.
Well, I mean, I'm sure if there's high-tech people, they can change things and get things done. But I'm talking about for someone in the backwoods, or unless it was somebody that took it. And that's the bad thing. You don't know if it was somebody local, junkie, or somebody professional that took it and could take it into a city and make it disappear forever, you know. I mean,
there's a lot of junkies around there.
Yeah.
They were like, we only got problems with the hobos and stuff, but it doesn't mean that, you know, they didn't, somebody around there, they didn't, you know what I mean? You just don't know.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, with us being so much on social media, people know where we're at.
Yep.
So we were at an event. I'm not saying anybody at the event did it, but you know what I mean? It was known.
I get it. Yeah.
It was known where we were at and what we were doing.
Mm-hmm. My bike didn't get stolen, but everything off that motherfucker in 2021, when I was at Biketoberfest, me and my wife, I just bought a brand new Harley bag. It was on the back of the backrest. Had my wife's purse, phone, wallet, every fucking thing. It souvenirs. I bought the kids everything. Fucking, she went in the gas station, peed, came back out. I went in, come out. somebody walked right by and took every fucking thing we owned, man. Everything out off my whole bike. And I know it wasn't the whole bike, but took everything, cell phones, I mean everything. And
Yeah.
and who do you think? I mean, it was at a gas station. So was it a junkie, a local junkie, or was it somebody pulled up on a motorcycle? How many people are there? And we wouldn't have thought that somebody on a motorcycle would have done it. We were looking more towards the fucking, dope heads.
XAN has a good point. Most cops don't know one bike from another.
Yeah, that was proved because they were like, well, why didn't they take yours? Because I guess because mine's got the paint and all this stuff. I was like,
it's flashy.
It's exactly why they didn't take it.
They didn't want to take it because they didn't want to go fishing yet.
Well, that's more of a noticeable,
Yeah, you couldn't strip that bike and resell the parts with that paint job. You really couldn't.
No,
like hers, it wouldn't matter if it got seen for 40 miles. Nobody paid attention to it because it's a black bike. It's another black Harley, right? But that paint job, people would notice that paint job.
And that's why I was saying she doesn't need to go with a black motorcycle again. Get something with color. I mean, it ain't got to be bright pink or yellow, but I would throw a two-tone or do something in it.
If it's a common color, it doesn't matter. Somebody really wants it, they're gonna take it.
2023, they fucking suck.
But the cops were like, "Oh, it's a newer bike. It's hard to steal." I'm like, "No, not really."
No.
But I mean, you could. I'm not saying they were bad cops or anything. You just could tell they haven't been around the motorcycle
They're
community.
Barney Fife cops, in my opinion.
I mean, I gotta give it to them. They were like bloodhounds trying to figure shit out. But
well, my buddy got his truck broke into the other night, and the only thing they took was his gun, and they had to have the law out there fingerprinting the truck and everything, and because that's dangerous when somebody steals nothing but your weapons.
Your bike's 300 pounds heavier, so it's way harder to get into a truck.
Right.
And that's why I'm thinking ain't nobody jumped on that motherfucking road down the road with it. They loaded it. They loaded it up quick and it's gone.
Well, even what I mean, in a hotel parking lot, there was an event going on, in the area. Even if they weren't fast about it, nobody would have probably paid attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because most people look and say, damn, he's had bike problems. He's had to load his bike up and leave,
Right.
And they don't think nothing else about it. They just think somebody's loading their bike up. They broke down. So,
see, Tiger says, I remember when the ornery one got his bike stolen at Daytona. I never seen him. I never had a problem at Daytona.
I did with the stuff. But other than that, nobody wanted to steal a Sportster.
Well, I mean, I let them know. I was like, I work for Harley, and I guess we're in a bigger world. I was like, I guess it was strange for there to get one stolen, but in our world, it's not uncommon to get one stolen.
Yeah.
It just sucks it happens to you, but you learned, you can go on YouTube and learn how to do the code.
Learn to do anything. Yeah, every bit of it.
Yep.
If you actually know what you're doing, you can have that bike out of there in 30 seconds to a minute, and be like, poof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying, man. When I heard the news about down there in Panama City, they were like, because it was on the local news down there, and I was like, God Almighty! Because the year before they had 6 or 7 stolen like that. Then this past year they had 9, and I was like, well, there's some brave motherfuckers just back up to a hotel because most of them are because they backed right up to where it was in a parking garage in the hotel, and they just loaded up because everybody else is up in the bed asleep. The owner, you know what I mean? All it's in there is a parking garage, and they loaded up. Back the trailer in there and loaded 9 baggers up. I was like,
well,
man.
The bad thing is where we had the park, I didn't like it to begin with because the way the parking lot was, it was full and stuff. I didn't like where we had the park anyways, and then it came to bite us in the ass because normally you can park up front and do all that. You couldn't do it here. You couldn't do all that shit. And then when we came in, the parking lot was full, so there's only the back row. You know what I mean? So,
And it could have been somebody worked at the hotel and just had a connection with somebody there local and said, hey, I mean, it could be a million different things. You know, that's the bad thing. You don't know, you know. So
it just sucks.
oh yeah, dude. But you'll get through it, man. She'll get something. You know, you'll get a report on it. And,
Yeah, I know she'll come back faster.
well, I mean, no one,
Well-
you know, we don't intently want our shit gone. You know, I mean, we don't want to have to deal with the insurance companies and law and, you know, and all that shit. So
From the way I understand it, the key fob's not even programmed to the bike yet, alone a pin from the factory.
No, we have to
The
do that.
dealers have to do that.
Yeah, we have to do that.
yeah, I got one made. I got an extra one made down here at this shop. This guy makes them. He's got fobs, and he programs them and sells fobs. So I had mine reprogrammed.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna get off.
I do too, man. I gotta go. I gotta get ready for early in the morning. Take the kid to the next town over to catch a Greyhound bus. So,
Well, thanks everybody for showing up. Hell's on Two Wheels, Ray's Moto Life. Doc Harley was on earlier, and Two Up Journey Junkies. I don't know how long they've been here, but they just said something. I don't know if they just popped in or not. But yeah, I may be doing more of these here on Thursday nights. I'm getting hit up a lot to do them. So,
like I said, you don't have to do full on interviews. Just, you know, have some good old people on and
yeah, have a conversation. Yeah, I can do
Yeah,
that.
don't have me on.
But all right, everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and end this broadcast. I guess I'm probably be seeing you next Thursday. So
Thanks
tune
for
in
the
next
warning.
Thursday for some new talk. Catch y'all later. See ya.
Two Wheel Therapy just popped in. They just popped